87. Be neutral. He who believes in benevolence is an atheist, and he who believes and practices benevolence as well as a believer in Allah. Religion is based on mind and intelligence. He who sees everybody equitably has no enemy at all. A careless man should be avoided like an enemy. He who is free from faults or qualities, equitable and careless, is spiritually enlightened. A man who is really pious neglects an occurrence being occurred in his presence. Communism is established by neutral desire. A wise man finds a work meaningless and a meaningless job is meaningful one. The state of a full stoppage of thinking is nirvana. Nature of thought is restless. The neutral state of thought means peace and prosperity. A man can be mentally natural if he can maintain a balance between his different thoughts. As a result, he becomes capable to control his mental conflicts. A man becomes mentally unhealthy if he cannot freely go on calamity, sleep and pass his leisure time. Let all have a free positive mental attitude. Try to acquire everything neutrally. Nobody can stop the expression of an universal neutral and relative honesty. Neutral desire or reform continuously saves a man from sins or dishonesty. A mind gains a good speed when it holds a neutral idea. There is no border or scale of neutrality, as it is zero, middle, full, zero, plus, etc. All desires as exist in as man. Everything is neutral outwardly. Your sins and negative attitudes will go away if you can wash away your egoism. General means entire, total, and particular means partly, separately. A rule cannot be explained without the use of digits. Unit of all fractions is 1 and particular fractions is 2. An individual is a part of entire, as such I, you, accept, reject all are reciprocally neutral. Give up both cruelty as well as laziness, follow the liberal way. Extreme desire spoils a person's positive and neutral attitudes. Too many desires bring too much frustration, so neutrality is the best way. Follow the liberal policy regarding mass welfare and neutral activities. Animals are neutral as such, they have no mental disease. If one can be neutral, nothing will be an extreme crisis for him, rather everything will be quite normal for him. Be neutral and work for your prosperity. If you behave neutrally with others, he will also follow it. Life is continuous, impartial and full of actions. An impartial situation establishes peace. Occurrences will be there one after another whether we like it or not and think of it or not. So, we should try to conduct ourselves in such a way so that the occurrences don't go against us. We should give up temporary amusements if we want to keep the ongoing occurrences in our favor. A wise man is really a happy man. He knows, understands and accepts that the world is not at all an easy place, so he prepares to face it and plans for passing his life smoothly. He passes an impartial life. A wise man understands that it is important to be happy and it is not so hard to be happy. Judge neutrally in all situations. Good, bad, virtue and vice relatively in its real sense, all these are neutral. Liberalism and communal narrowness cannot go side by side. If your knowledge is impartial, your desires will also be the same. Different persons react differently to any particular thing. Viewpoint of philosophy is always impartial. Knowledge about a particular subject can be acquired by different evidences and methods. An unconscious object is not an entity. All kinds of investigation is possible for all kinds of objects. Knowledge is relative but impartial. Everything is impartial. Viewpoints of individuals towards an object determines its value. It is the best way to judge everything impartially. Behave impartially with everybody. Silence is the best way of impartiality. Impartial persons are liked by all. Nothing is more valuable than men. So impartially means partiality to mankind. What is impartiality? Understand the right thing in right time. As standing beside his cornfield, a peasant understand whether his crops have ripened or not. Impartiality is like that. He who is patient is impartial. Lives of are different due to difference of the struggles between their outward and inward powers. Everybody is the king of his inward world. We should make ourselves outwardly impartial with our inward power.